It's my turn. Draw. Now I summon this card and summon this card and this two link to one link monster and this link monster's effect summon another card from my deck and I summon this card and I summon this card and I summon this card. Have you been
Yes.
experiencing this in
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Master
Yes. Yes.
Duel?
Yes.
Is this you?
Yes. Yes, it's me. Wait, no, not I'm not the one summoning a lot, but I'm the opponent dying in turn 2.
Have you been waiting for 5 minutes for your opponent to end their first turn and then after they end they have like 5 cards on the field and they all negate anything you play? Well, guess what? You're not alone.
Yes,
We're all
you're not
victims.
alone. You're all victims. Oh my god. I didn't realize we'll call ourselves that, but okay.
Yes, we're all victims. And this is why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not fun anymore. Okay? Now, let me just get into why Yu-Gi-Oh! We all liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Back then. So, I think a lot of us, we liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Or started getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the anime. Okay? And, of course, back then, the anime wasn't that efficient. The plays weren't that efficient. Like, Yu-Gi fucking had Beaver Warrior. Like, what the fuck is that gonna do?
Hey, Beaver Warrior is cool.
No, you're wrong. It's useless. Anyway, yeah, back then, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was extremely slow. But we loved it. Why? Because there was back and forth, right? You play this card, and you end your turn, like, Kaiba summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, Yugi summon Dark Magician, okay, he does some shit, Kaiba does some shit. That was cool, that was epic. That was really why we got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the epic back and forth duels. Okay?
Excuse you.
The current Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course is nothing like that, alright? You wait your opponent to do 20 billion moves, like maybe, but by the time he's done, you might as well quit the game, okay? You might as well just stop playing.
Yeah.
If you
And
don't
then
have
there
Ash
are-
Blossom in your hand, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're
screwed.
fucked. Yeah, like even I've seen like players who have a turn during your turn. It's not your turn, it's also their turn. It's like why? I'm the one doing shit. Why are you summoning cards? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Oh
Cards that
gosh.
do shit on your turn, like foreign Ds, I don't know how to pronounce those, foreign Ds or something. Ridiculous. But anyway, I just want to say that for everyone who disagrees with me now, imagine the current Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the old anime, alright? Would that be interesting to watch? If Kaiba summoned 50 billion cards on his turn with all negates, and if Yugi lost on his first turn because he didn't draw Ash Blossom, would that be fun to watch? Yugi! I've been practicing online. Now I can beat you! Is that so, Kaiba? Dueling with you is always fun. Let's do it. First, I summon Exo Sister Stella! Nani? Next, I summon this card, and then I summon this card, which allows me to summon this card, and I Link Summon, and I Synchro Summon, and I XC Summon, and after taking 20 minutes, I end my turn with a full board of strong monsters! It's your turn, Yugi! I play Pot of Greed. That's banned! That would not be fun to watch. If that was the old Yu-Gi-Oh, I would not watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I would not play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like I can understand negating your opponent with trap cards or the effect of your monster cards, but it's one thing to like just watch your opponent summon one monster after another, fill their field up, and then you try your best to do your summoning, but you get negated, and then third turn you're dead. It is not fun for like personally for me when I encounter such players, because instead of instead of getting that back and forth that you want to have, like a duel, an actual duel, there's no back and forth. You just die. It's so annoying. Actually, it's not fun. Most of the time, it's not fun because I'm just there watching my enemy, and I'm like, when is it my turn?
Yeah,
So
I think this
crazy.
is a problem, a bigger problem for new players. Really a bigger problem for new players, because if you're a veteran player, you kind of know what's going on, you know the mechanics, but if you're a new
Mhm.
player and you just go online, right, and then you just get fucked by the guy who plays a long ass combo in one turn, even in the lower rookie ranks, you can still see that still does happen.
Mm.
Honestly, if you're a
Uh,
new player, will you even continue playing? You just quit, right? And
I
I think that's why most people quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
because they're not actually doing it. Honestly, Red was the one who taught me how to play it properly. I used to play before, but I didn't know the rules really well. I just played willy-nilly. If I had to learn it online, I probably would have given up because Right. Online is so pain. But playing with someone you know, like Red. Unfortunately, I only have Red to play with. It's more fun because we can make dumb decks and we can go back and forth. But online, nah, it's not the same experience. I would have left YMD a long time ago.
That's why most people left Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a situation now where it's not welcoming for new players. And if you don't have new players, who do you have, right? If you don't have fresh blood, you're just gonna be stagnated and old.
Yeah.
Yes, and even like veteran players will stop playing, right? Because even veteran players
Mm.
wouldn't want to like have be in a situation where you either have hand traps or you just surrender and go to the next game, right? No one wants to be in that situation.
The number of times that I actually quit an online game because it's taking them too long to summon Link Monster. Oh gosh.
Link monsters was a mistake, okay? Konami fucked up with Link monsters. Like
Mm-hmm.
pendulum monsters were annoying. Like
Mm-hmm.
like Axis was but Link monsters was the biggest shittiest move they could have made.
Explain. Explain.
Explain. Okay.
Explain why. Explain why.
Let me
Summarize.
explain about special summoning in Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy, okay? In the first, like, original Yu-Gi-Oh!, special summoning was quite rare. The
Uh-huh.
only real special summoning that you see often was fusion summoning. And when you
Mm-hmm.
fusion summon, it requires two materials. And these materials are often very specific. Let's
Mm-hmm.
say Blue Eyes Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon plus Blue Eyes White Dragon plus Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? It has
Mm-hmm.
to be these three Blue Eyes White Dragon, right?
Mm.
It can't be any other fucker, okay? And
Yes.
then we have synchro. So what you
Uh-huh.
needed was a tuner and a non-tuner. These are the conditions,
Mm-hmm.
and their stars combined had to be the total of the synchro monster. Okay, so this was still conditions you had to fulfill, though a bit
Mm-hmm.
more lenient than fusions. Then we have axes, so you can have any fucker of any name as long as they
Yes.
had the same number of levels. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so this was really much more lenient in terms of special summoning. You can just summon like 2 4 stars, and at
Mm.
this point of Yu-Gi-Oh, any most monsters were just meant as fodder, right? You summon this guy, he summons a clone or someone with the same level as him, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
their only special effect, and their only purpose was to exit summon. So it's very easy to get these same level people out to special summon. So at this point, special summoning was extremely easy
Uh-huh.
because everyone was a fodder. Every new card was a fodder. Then
Mm-hmm.
we had Pendulum, which was a bit dank. I don't know how to I do not know what to say about Pendulum honestly. But it was not hard to special summon Pendulum. Of course, it was not
Mm.
hard. But now with Link, you basically have no criteria to fulfill. It's any monster.
Yeah.
Any
It's
fucker. I
any
don't I don't give a shit who you are.
monster.
You could be a token. You could be a scapegoat, an Ojama token. You could be a normal monster, a fat monster, any stars, any level. You could even be a link monster yourself and you can link to other link monsters, right? There's no
Yes.
condition to fulfill. You just special summon. And that this unhinged, no condition summoning for link monsters is the reason why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is unplayable right now.
Oh gosh, yeah. Like imagine seeing your opponent summoning like a 100 attack character and then you thought he's done, but then he link summons and link summons and link summons and link summons until the last monster you see is like, oh, 3,000 attack and then okay. How
Even
do
the
I
last
do this?
monster, it'd be 5 monsters on the field.
Yeah, yeah, there will be 5 monsters on the field. That's all of the link summoning.
And the thing is, there'll be 5 monsters on the field, maybe like 2 or 3 trap cards, and he still has like 4 or 5 cards in his hand. So Link
Yeah.
monsters are so
Oh
fucking
gosh.
efficient at doing what they're doing, and all these like effect monsters that set them up, that you
Uh-huh.
will not be at a disadvantage by the end of your turn. You have 5 monsters up, 5 very powerful negating monsters, maybe a few trap cards, and you still have a very good hand. There is no disadvantage to summoning so much.
Mm. Like by the time they finish summoning and setting up their face downs, the moment you move, when it's your turn, it's either you get blocked, you get destroyed, the card of yours gets destroyed, gated. It's basically your turn, but you're suffering. By the end of your turn, it's either you have nothing or you weren't able to set anything at all.
And I think this era of Link Monster Yu-Gi-Oh is basically not the only one, but the most the this format of Yu-Gi-Oh is the one that actually forces every player, old or new, to have hand traps. Like this is the only
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh format I know that forces a player to have certain cards in their decks or you just cannot play. And that's saying something. Like
Mm.
Axes don't really force you to have Ash Blossoms, right? Back then. But if you do not have like Ash Blossoms or any hand trap in this current Yu-Gi-Oh meta, you're fucked. Just don't play
Yeah,
the
like
game.
if you don't have anything to stop your opponent from summoning or set a limit to the summon, you're gonna have a hard time. Because every move you do after that is gonna be pain. It's
Mm.
really hard to bounce back from a game where your opponent link summons so many. So it also sucks if they have like Raigeki in their hand, right? You set out your monster and then oh my god, Raigeki, fuck you. Ah,
Honestly, I barely see Raigeki being used because instead of Raigeki, you might as well put another monster in your hand that can summon more monsters, and then you can link them, and then they can negate anything, including Raigeki. So
it's
Raigeki in
true.
this current format,
Yeah,
the reason why it's
it's not.
unbanned is because it's necessary to unban. It was banned for no, not 2 years, 20 years, and then suddenly it's unbanned. There's a reason why it's unbanned, you know. There's a
Yeah,
reason why
because of all
Artist
the
Fantastic was unbanned too.
oh, I see. So yeah, cause I think there was a match I had. I tried to do Raigeki. I had yeah, but it got negated. I think so. The Raigeki didn't even work.
I think it really says something when, you know, this card that's been banned throughout the whole history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is suddenly unbanned now in this current format. That says everything about how bullshit this current meta is.
It's just yeah, it's just not fun. That's the sad thing, because you take up something you played physically during your childhood
Mm.
and you want to like rekindle the experience, I suppose. But then you meet these new decks, and instead of actually playing the game, you don't. You're just there to watch your opponent set out cards. That's it. You're not dueling. You're just giving yourself as fodder. That's it.
Yeah, so yeah, in my opinion, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty dead right now. I don't think anyone can save it. Unless they nerf Link monsters. Because if they don't, then like I said, there'll be no new players coming in because the moment they see all this bullshit, they'll just quit. So if they quit and no one comes in, there'll be no new players, so the game is dead. My point is, where is the back and forth, and what is this huge hurdle that new players they have to jump through this huge hurdle. And honestly, I don't think they can succeed because it's so difficult for new players who come in to read all of these new cards. That's because you know the effects are so long,
Yes.
and for them to understand what is going on, how the game is being played, and things are
Yeah, they
happening
will.
at light speed. You know, you summon this, you
Yes.
summon this, you summon this, you link buster, summon, summon,
Yeah.
summon, summon. Like honestly, I as an experienced player, even I don't want to read any
Mhm.
of these cards.
I agree. I don't mind like my Dark Magician deck because the descriptions on the cards are easier to read, but the other ones I do not have time, especially if you put it out and then you tribute them for your Link summon. And so I'm reading one card and it's immediately replaced by another. Like, okay, never
Yeah.
mind. I'm not learning.
Yeah, that's very true. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! It was back then. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a very readable game where you can read the opponent's
Mm,
cards and come up with a formula. Now it's you know what? Just
mm,
do whatever you want. Okay, I can't read all of this.
yeah,
All of this
yeah.
light speed
Just
dueling.
just finish your turn and let me die. Just let me
Yeah, I do have a
die.
hand trap. You know what? I surrender. Good game. First turn, I don't give a shit.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Yeah, the number of times I've lost because I quit.
honestly, a lot of people. That's the current. That quitting is also the current meta, by the way. That's very funny to me. If you don't have a hand trap and your opponent is summoning a lot of monsters, just surrender.
Uh,
That is
yeah,
actually the meta now.
just surrender and yeah, don't you can watch a video and come back to your opponent still summoning.
Yeah, it's not even a joke.
It's not even a joke, my god.
So yeah,
Oh, pain.
my takeaway from this is we all love Yu-Gi-Oh! And the reason why we love Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the duels in the anime, the back and forth, especially the duel between Yugi and Kaiba, Yugi and Yugi. And that is not the current Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. Right? We will never see this kind of back and forth duel again, I think. It's no longer epic or cool or anything, it's just solitaire. So honestly, I don't think there's much Konami can do to save this unless they nerf link monsters or special summoning in general. I don't think they're gonna do that. So yeah, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty dead.
I just hope people would try to at least make custom decks, not just rely on the never-ending summoning ones. Because some people really just want to duel and have that classic back and forth. I feel like they're getting robbed of the experience if only one side gets to play cards. Like what Red said, it's just solitaire at this point. Not
Mm.
even fun anymore to go online.
I think actually quite a handful of people, a big number of people, do want to make their custom deck or their anime decks. And then when they go online, they're like, oh shit, I'm getting fucked in the ass because my deck isn't that good. It's not that efficient. I'm trying to have fun, but people are trying to sweat. And then, they just stop playing the game.
Oh well. Find friends. Find friends to play with. That's their only salvation. Don't go online.
Don't go online. Don't play
Don't go
Master Duel.
online.
So yeah,
That's
there's
the
really no avenue for people to go online and make custom decks and everything in Master Duel. So I don't know. Try to find some friends.
Have friends. Have your own Kaiba.
Or subscribe to me on Twitch and
Yes,
maybe
you
I'll
can.
I'll play some
You
custom
can
deck.
duel him. Duel him.
I'll make some custom deck duels with you guys. Some shitty ass decks, okay? You know what decks I have? I have Mammoth Graveyard as a fucking monster in my deck.
Yes, and it's pretty effective. I
Not
died a
really.
lot this
It's so
moment.
dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
For me, against my dumb decks. But
But
yes,
anyway,
follow him on Twitch. Yes,
yes, follow
yes.
me on Twitch, Hero Scasaret, okay? That's it.
Comment
That's all
down
I'm
below
saying.
your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Comment down below your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh scene duo,
Oh.
and also comment on why you think Yu-Gi-Oh is dead now and what they can do to revive it.
Oh well. That's it. That's it for this topic. Thank you for listening. Ta ta ta. Oh,
Before we
what was that?
end, Iceland,
Do, do, do,
use your
do,
most
do,
anime
do,
voice
do, do, do,
and say it's
do,
time to
that.
duel.
Uh, it's time to duel. Is that okay?
Good game. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey everyone, it's me, Hero Scasaret. If you like the video, remember to subscribe. And if you don't like the video, subscribe anyway and talk shit about me in the comments, okay? Good game, goodbye.